You're not friendless. You didn't stop posting. You just refused to perform for people who treat connection like an audience. You stopped giving strangers free access to your mind. People like you aren't misunderstood because you're complicated. You're misunderstood because you're clear in ways people aren't used to. Most people communicate through noise, small talk, half-truths, and emotional leakage. But your mind works like an analyzer. You observe, you scan, you map patterns before people finish their sentences. That's why social media never felt natural to you. Because the entire platform runs on performance, and your brain runs on detection. You notice the micro-intention behind every upload. You notice the hunger in the comments. You notice how people present versions of themselves that collapse the moment they're not being watched. And the older you get, the more obvious it becomes. People don't post to express themselves. They post to survive socially. But when you have a high awareness mind, survival looks different. It's not about being seen. It's about not being misread. That's why you pulled away. Not because you're shy, or antisocial, or cold, but because you understood a truth most people never even question. Attention is rarely admiration. Often, it's assessment. Every post becomes an autopsy of your face, your words, your happiness, your lifestyle. And the deeper your mind goes, the more uncomfortable it becomes to give the world pieces of yourself they haven't earned the right to interpret. This is where the friendless part comes in. You aren't friendless. You just don't bond through convenience. You bond through clarity, through resonance, through psychological alignment, which knocks out about 98% of people. You outgrew performance. You outgrew validation loops. You outgrew environments where you have to shrink your mind just to fit someone's attention span. This is the part nobody warns you about. The smarter you are, the lonelier the road becomes. Not because you can't connect, but because you refuse to connect superficially. And yes, it feels isolating. Yes, it feels like something might be wrong with you. But isolation is not emptiness. Isolation is calibration. It's the space your mind takes when it refuses to be used as entertainment. And eventually, you start realizing something bigger. You didn't exactly stop posting. You just stopped broadcasting your inner world. Two people who only watch, never understand, and rarely care. You withdrew because your mind carries depth that shouldn't be distributed for free. You became selective because resonance matters more than recognition. You became quiet because your silence holds more truth than most people's conversations. And despite what the world tells you, your quietness isn't a flaw. It's a filter. A boundary, a signal that your awareness no longer tolerates surface-level connections. People like you don't vanish. You refine, you strengthen, you evolve inward, and the few who can match your mind will find you without force, without performance, without distortion. Until then, silence isn't loneliness. It's protection, and you wear it well.